So I want to help as much people as I can going through the same thing that I am going through. I know a lot of people have gone through grief, have gone through losses, have gone through losing a loved one. Yesterday, I lost my world, my dog Kenya. You've seen her in a couple of my vlogs. Long story short, she went to get spayed and there was a complication where her throat, I don't know the medical terms, but her throat closed and she wouldn't breathe on her own, so she needed that tube to breathe for her. We kept it in as long as we could and eventually her heart stopped. And Kenya and Penny were so close. They are practically sisters. So it's not just me who's going through this, my entire family. Everyone was so attached to her. She had the most wonderful soul, the most beautiful heart, the most incredible dog I've seen in my life. And Penny would still go around looking for her. And I know that's really hard for her as well. They both went in for surgery and then Penny came out fine without complications, but Kenya didn't, unfortunately. I just want to relate to you guys going through anything, going through loss, going through pain, going through the feeling that you feel like you're alone. You're not. I know how it feels, and I just want to kind of maybe help you guys understand the stages of grief and kind of maybe say, okay, I'm in this stage and I can move on, because this is not just going to help you guys, this is going to help me tremendously go through this obstacle that is happening right now. Penny is right now resting. She's in pain because of the surgery. Losing someone really gives you a whole new perspective on life. It gives you this different vision and kind of wakes you up from this situation. It just makes you realize so many things. And a lot of what it made me realize is life is so valuable and so short, and that you really have to live it. And sometimes people misunderstand the meaning of live it fully and enjoy life. When you live fully, your heart lives fully, your soul lives fully. You feel like there is nothing I am missing out in this world, and I'm genuinely living. And sometimes it's hard. You don't just get up in the morning and say, today I'm gonna live. I have a 9-to-5 job. I can't do that. Living fully means telling the people you love, I love you. Spending time with just people you love, forgiveness. So there are 7 stages to grief, and I'm gonna walk you guys through each one and give you guys my example of how I was feeling. So stage 1 is shock. And basically what that means is when you hear the news, that moment, that split second that you hear those words out from the person's mouth, or that you see it with your own eyes, shock. Basically that's shocked. A good definition would be initial paralysis at hearing the bad news. And that's like your body gets so paralyzed and you feel so cold and your stomach just starts churning and you feel like this butterflies, and it's the weirdest feeling in the world. And you're just like, your brain completely goes blank and you just feel so cold. Sometimes people feel really hot. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Stage number 2 is denial. So the definition would be trying to avoid the inevitable. So after shock, basically my doctor comes in and tells me she's not gonna make it. That's my initial reaction, a shock. And then we have denial, which is absolutely true. I could not accept the fact that those words were coming out from his mouth. It's like, doctor, are you okay? There's no way she's gone. This can't happen. It took me 4 hours. It takes people 2 months, 5 months, a year to be in denial. Every person differs, but I was in denial for 5 hours. I could not accept it. Like, we were taking her body out of the car, and we were burying her, and I could not accept it. It was me and it was my friend who was so close to her, and we would look at each other and be like, wait, what if she like randomly moved? What if like her heart suddenly, like, there's a miracle or something? And then stage 3, good old stage 3, anger. Frustrated outpouring of bottled up emotion is the perfect definition for anger. So basically, after the denial, I was so angry. I was angry at everyone. I was angry at the doctor. I was angry at the nurses, even though, like I mentioned, they were incredible. I was angry at myself. I was blaming myself. We were all blaming ourselves. We were saying, what if we did this? And this was going on, y'all. This is still going on. I'm still blaming myself today, to this day, filming it. She passed away yesterday. Stage 3 and stage 2 kind of go back and forth. So I'd be in denial, then I would get angry. I'd be in denial, then I would get angry, and just go back and forth. So it's not like, oh, I'm in stage 3, I'm not going to go back to stage 2. Number 4 is bargaining. Seeking in vain for a way out. I reached a point yesterday where I was like, I'm so tired of crying and being angry and being in denial and shock, and I'm just tired, and I need to do something else. I need to go out. And I went to the movies. I'm gonna go see a movie. I don't know, maybe that'll cheer me up. This is so hard. Oh. It helped, but as soon as the movie ended, I started thinking again. Step number 5 is depression. Final realization of the inevitable. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the house is so quiet. She was the only person, or the only dog, who would light up the house. She's so loud, she's so quirky and funky, and just walking into the house felt so empty. It felt so cold. Penny was just in her little blanket because she was recovering from the surgery. My mom actually gave me a perfect word to describe the feeling of losing someone. And she said that it burned so much in the heart. And when she said that to me, it just hit me. It's like, you're so right, Mom. It burns, man. It burns so hard. And I know how anyone watching this who have lost someone, I know how it feels. I've lost, obviously, people, but I mean, when it comes to Kenya, she's my world. Step number 6 is testing. Seeking realistic solutions to move on. Obviously, she's a big part of my life, and it's gonna be hard. Make it better for Penny, make her feel happy again. And step number 7, acceptance. See, everyone has a different way of accepting, a different time frame of accepting. Accepting is finally finding the way forward. I don't want to cry, but I used to say I love you, and yeah, and it's just these little things that remind me of her. It's like the hardest thing to just ignore. Okay, those were the 7 stages. I really hope I helped you guys. I feel like this is just a friend hanging out with a friend. This really has helped me. I guess this had made me feel a lot better because I feel like I'm talking to someone. This video is for me and for you. This video or filming this makes me feel better because I feel like I'm talking to a lot of friends. We're just hanging out, and I feel like I already feel a lot better just by letting everything out to the world. There's Kobe. Kobe, you're beautiful. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for sharing this moment with me. And I'm just so thankful that I have my channel to just let out my feelings and grieve with people who are grieving